Good evening, everyone, from Middleburg, Florida. It's our first time here at the Corral. Welcome to Friday Night Lights on SSB. Fleming Island on the road tonight at Middleburg in a huge matchup. The district championship on the line tonight for the Golden Eagles. I'm BP, and I'm by myself tonight. I'm missing David Wells this evening. He's on his way to Tuscaloosa this evening to cover Alabama for the Shrine Bowl, so we wish him well and hope he'll be back soon. We'll see him next week as we go back to Fleming Island. In the meantime, we've got business to take care of here at Middleburg High School. Fleming Island coming into tonight's contest at 5-3, Middleburg at 6-2. But the most important part of that is the district standings right now. Fleming Island are perfect 3-0. They can lock up a sweep of the district if they manage to win tonight. Middleburg 0-2. They've dropped both of their district games in a row after ripping off 6 straight wins. They're not really in the district hunt right now, but they can kind of spoil the playoff seedings and foul things up. The way it looks right now, Ponte Vedra's district schedule is complete. Beachside, the best they can do is to go 2-2. Orange Park completely out of it. So Fleming Island locks up the district tonight. Either way we look at it. But this is very important for the Golden Eagles in terms of the overall record. Winning the district championship gets them the auto bid, but how they seed in the regional tournament will be determined by the win tonight as well. Middleburg also has plenty to play for. The 6-2 season, not anything to sneeze at. They win tonight, they can gum things up and improve their standings right now. At the moment, it doesn't look like they're going to host a playoff game, but they'll be in the mix, as will Ponte Vedra and Beachside, who both won pretty big last night. Ponte Vedra putting a manhandle on an IMG white varsity squad down in Bradenton last evening. Beachside taking care of Ponte Vedra in the second quarter, Orange Park, and not looking back at this point. So many things to talk about all at once. I'm missing my guy here. He usually keeps me straight. I get a break to talk in between. You get to listen to me for 2.5 hours tonight. This is going to be a blast, and you're going to watch some great football tonight. The sky is clear, light breeze outside up at the top of the stands. We're looking forward to a good ball game tonight. We'll take a commercial timeout. When we come back, I'll have the rest of your pregame show and a breakdown of these two teams. You're watching Friday Night Lights on SSB. Huge game in Clay County and another one up the street at Oakleaf. I'll talk about that and more right after this.
Bringing back the neighborhood repair facility with fair and honest pricing. It's why Worldwide Automotive's motto is car repair with care. Worldwide Automotive provides old-fashioned customer-centered service in an environment that is friendly and welcoming. Servicing domestic and European cars, Worldwide Automotive is offering $25 off to anyone who mentions this ad. And that's for any service. There's no need to go to the dealer for your 30, 60, 90, or 120-mile services. They offer same-day service and will handle your requirements for oil changes, belts, tire rotations, air conditioning, brake flushes, transmission services, and tune-ups. Come by and say hi to owners Joe and Valerie and see why they say their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive is located at 2490 County Road 220. For more information, go to worldwide-automotive.com.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Back here at Middleburg High School, this is BP for Friday Night Lights on SSB from the confines of the Corral here at Middleburg High School. It's our first time here at Middleburg, and we are very blessed to have been here this evening. We appreciate all of the support from the Middleburg staff, and we will be shouting them out a little bit later on the broadcast. Senior night here in Middleburg. Seniors honored earlier from the football team, cheerleading squads, the band, and NJROTC all being honored tonight. The Golden Eagles were on the road last week at Terry Parker, and to say the offense has found their stride is the understatement of the year. Demir Jackson ran 14 times for 218 yards and 3 touchdowns, while the Broughton to Bernie connection was stellar for 4 touchdowns. Sebastian Broughton found his speedy receiver 9 times for 143 yards and 4 touchdowns. That effort earned Trace Burney the Whataburger Player of the Week honors from the Jaguars Foundation, as well as being named Co-Athlete of the Week at Fleming Island, along with Ava Hendricks, a talented cross-country runner who broke the 5K school record at the New World Fall Spectacular Meet at Cecil Field with a time of 18 minutes, 40 seconds. You want to talk about speed being a thing at Fleming Island. That is a big, big example of that. Trace Burney, not a slow runner himself by any stretch of the imagination. Fleming Island's challenge this week is to not get ahead of themselves as they face a Middleburg team that ripped off 6 straight before losing back-to-back district games. Broncos defense had only given up an average of 14 points per game, but have had 40-plus hung on them since. Despite being at the bottom of the district standings, Middleburg still has a shot to make the playoffs, and a win tonight helps that cause. Carson Stewart last week threw for 234 yards and rushed for a touchdown in the loss to Beachside last Friday, connecting with Jordan Williams for 140 of those passing yards. Tonight they look to stand tall against a Golden Eagle defense, though, that has tightened up their pass coverage and has a front seven that can dominate the line of scrimmage. If you might have heard the name Carson Stewart before, if you're a Fleming Island fan or alum, he played at Fleming Island. He was the backup to Sebastian Broughton for a considerable amount of time before moving across the way up 220 to Middleburg High School.
Please stand.
Something that we're seeing is a bit of an indirect transfer portal, as you were. At this time, we will pause our broadcast, focus on midfield, as the NJROTC color guard from Middleburg High School will be presenting the colors, and we will have the playing of our national anthem.
Cadet Chief Petty Officer Michael Kraft, Cadet Chief Petty Officer Logan Vadu, and Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Ashton Murray. We ask that you remain standing and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be signed by ASL students Jocelyn McKay, Emma Roop, Penelope Smith, and performed by junior guitarist Damon Considine.
Speaking from experience of being a musician who's had to do that in public by myself, there is nothing to hide at that point. He did a heck of a job last night doing that. What a performance we're going to see from these two teams, though. A pair of playoff contenders, district rivals for the first time in a hot minute, and this game means something. Even though Middleburg is 0-2 in the district, they want to get the better of Fleming Island tonight and let them back into the playoffs and celebrate their senior night. Next week, Fleming Island has their senior night. We will be on the broadcast for Fort White at Fleming Island for their senior night. That'll be the third consecutive senior night we've covered in a row here in Clay County. Last week we were at Orange Park for their senior night. That was something to see there as Ponte Vedra rolled into town. And Ponte Vedra doing really well, actually. Playing against that IMG team was very, very stunning last night. Watch how they were manhandling their defensive line. Size advantage for Ponte Vedra was apparent last night. A couple of keys to the game tonight. If you're Fleming Island, you're on the road tonight, even though you're just a short John up 220. You want to play loose. You don't want to turn the ball over tonight. You got to minimize your penalties and those mental mistakes, something that they're doing a much better at over the course of this season. We saw some shadows of the Fleming Island team of old, but then they have changed that, and they are peaking at the right time as we approach the postseason. If you're Middleburg, you have to contain the run game tonight. And if I were you, I would double up on Trace Burney this evening. He's only got about 119 some odd yards left before he eclipses the 1,000-yard rushing mark, or 1,000-yard receiving mark. They also have a near 1,000-yard rusher in Demir Jackson as well. So you need to not only contain Burney, but you have to contain Demir as well to make sure that you're not getting those athletes in space. And then there's the question of Sebastian Broughton. Can he be pressured successfully tonight, or will he run roughshod all over the Broncos? We'll have to see. Most importantly, we want to remind you that our social media is where you can find updates on our broadcasts, and stay tuned to where we are next. We invite you to follow us on those social media pages on Facebook and X at SSBJax, and on Instagram at ssb.jax to stay up to date on that schedule. You can also go to our website, ssbjax.com, to find our broadcast schedule, which is getting ready to head into basketball season, and I just saw a delightful plate of chicken wings come in front of me. My goodness gracious, the food at some of these high school games, I'm telling you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're at it. Click on that notification button to be alerted to our next live broadcast. I'm going to find the guy with the chicken wings, bring them back here, seriously. Oh my goodness, what is it with the food in Clay County? Everything is delicious here, and of course I don't get any of it until it's too late. However, I may make a journey to Mr. Chubby's later tonight, because we've been missing Mr. Chubby's, our great friends over there, and they should be playing this game tonight. With our game broadcast live tonight, I would also like to announce that we have Garrett Binford, one of our fantastic camera operators. He is on site right now at Oakleaf High School, covering their district championship game with Mandarin. Garrett will be getting footage of that game, and we'll be getting a highlight reel set up for you, and we'll have some commentary and a full breakdown of that ball game, as their district championship will be decided tonight in 6A District 2. Plenty of football action in and around. Had a couple of games on Thursday night. IMG losing to Ponte Vedra 27-14 last night. That was a ball game that was not close. IMG's white varsity squad came out and scored 14 points in about a minute. Tried an onside kick, had it recovered, and then Ponte Vedra just took a knee and went from there, going out of Bradenton with a W. Meanwhile, the first quarter of the Orange Park Beachside game was entertaining, but after that, the Barracudas started putting on the gas and ran away with it. Here comes the Middleburg Broncos, 6-2. They've had a very, very good season this year. Not so much in the district, losing over the last 2 weeks, but they're looking to right the ship and make a statement tonight as they approach the postseason. Plenty to talk about for the Broncos, and here come now the Fleming Island Golden Eagles, coming in at 5-3 and a perfect 3-0 in district play. They're trying to get the sweep tonight and earn some hardware before they go home to senior night next week. We're happy you're joining us tonight on Sunshine State Broadcasting. This is BP, the voice of Friday Night Lights, by myself. David Wells not with us tonight. He's away in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, doing a great job for the Shrine Bowl. Not to mention that's his alma mater, which is kind of why he likes the Fleming Island fight song so much, and their alma mater. All right, we're ready for football here. Middleburg won the toss, and they will kick. Fleming Island will start on offense first to get these fireworks going in this game. I am told should be a dandy. Set to kick
Brock Arajo is
for the
lining up.
Middleburg Broncos, Brock Arajo. Some of the names tonight, I get to flex my Spanish accent here, so enjoy that while you've got it.
The Broncos will kick to begin
You have not
the
hit the
game.
SAP button tonight. Back deep for Fleming Island in a unusual quads formation deep. We are underway. Sky kick. That one's going to be short and live ball. You need to get a hand on that. And that's going to be down. Nathan Van Hoff. Nate Van Hoff never not working with the recovery of the sky kick there. Places the ball at the 35-yard line of Fleming Island, and that is where we will start. team here tonight. Courtney Wallace on the production. Caden Welton in front of me and on headphones listening in. He's on the scoreboard. Aaron Belchamber upstairs on the camera. We appreciate our SSB crew tonight. 1st and 10 for the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. They come out in a spread formation, 4 wide. Sebastian Broughton, senior quarterback, will take a snap. He'll give to Demir Jackson, and here comes the wrecking ball upfield. Crosses the 45-yard line to about the 46, and a first down already for the Golden Eagles on their first play from scrimmage.
Joel Lowe on the open field tackle.
Joel Lowe, number 3, the senior cornerback on the tackle. He's listed at 6 feet, 175 pounds. Fleming Island will play tempo. They'll go trips to the left of Sebastian Broughton. Demir Jackson in pistol. On the near sideline, you've got Damiano DeSteno, Oliver Pachata, and Trace Burney in that slot formation where he has been dangerous the last several weeks. Broughton will get a snap. He'll give to Jackson. Jackson finds another hole, gets a couple of yards. Great blocks up front. Middleburg plugs the jug, though, and they'll stop him after about a 7 to 8 yard gain. Riley Steele making the tackle.
Gain.
Crosses the 50. They're now in plus territory, right about the 48-yard line of Middleburg. 2nd down and about 4. Stay in that trips formation. Fleming Island likes to run some tunnel screens out of this play. They'll move Jackson back into sidecar. He'll get a pass, play fake, flares it out. That is Oliver Pachata, who will get tackled right at the Middleburg 45-yard line, just shy of the first down marker. They're going to call it 3rd and extremely short.
Wayne Silfen, Hayden Hennepin on the tackle to bring up 3rd and short.
Good tackles in the open field there. Pachata, very sure-handed receiver. Doesn't have any issues getting the ball and running in space.
It's 3rd down. Let's make some noise.
3rd down. First 3rd down of the night for the Golden Eagles. We'll go back to spread formation here. Tristan Stevenson enters the ball game for the first time tonight. Broncos have a safety deep. They're going to play fake it. Broughton will pull it, runs it himself, weaves through some tacklers, crosses the 40-yard line, gets to about the 37, and that's where they'll mark a first down. Sebastian Broughton wisely pulls it, finds the hole, calls his own, and will move ahead for the first down. Again, Fleming Island running that no-huddle offense, trying to keep Middleburg from substituting, keeping the fresh legs off the field. This is something that they've instituted as the season has progressed. Jackson steps up next to Broughton on first down. He'll drop back to pass. Good coverage, looking, can't find anything, finds a way deep Trace Burney, and that is going to be nearly intercepted. And Joel Lowe, the cornerback, on the coverage that one.
Long pass deflected by Joel
Didn't come up with the
Lowe.
interception, but it's enough to stop it. And Broughton had a receiver open for a minute, but that gap closed very quickly as he ended up into double coverage. Trace Burney, the intended receiver, on the far side. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 37. They'll now flip the trips to the right. Tristan Stevenson in single coverage on the near side. Jackson will step up. Broughton will give to him. Jackson runs with a full head of steam, almost shook a tackle. And my goodness, what a vicious hit. Number 1, Jaden Boyd, another senior on there with the stop of Demir Jackson. If he doesn't lay the boom on that, Jackson is running into the end zone because he had a head of steam. Broughton now stays in no huddle, calls out the plays to his receivers. They're going to move Jackson into the slot. Empty backfield now for Broughton. He'll have 5 wide quads. They like to run this quads formation. They do all sorts of strange things out of it. Broughton flares it out. That was wisely caught by Trace Burney to step up into the passing lane because a Middleburg defender may have grabbed that and run the opposite direction. Nonetheless, Fleming Island's going to cross the 6 and get a first down close to the 20-yard line. Boyd again on the tackles. Jaden Boyd, a cornerback to watch in the Middleburg secondary. He does a lot of work for the Broncos defense.
Holding. Offense. Number 11.
He's coming back. Didn't see the flag on that one.
After enforcement, 3rd down.
So they're going to bring it 3rd down. That was downfield, so they don't get awarded the first down, but they do get a slight gain on the play. Ball rests at about the 31-yard line, as my vantage point shows. Lights are just coming out here in that kind of fun twilight phase where we're getting to see the field a little better. Broughton will give to Jackson. Good blocking. He weaves around, wiggles, and gets grabbed by the back of the jersey, and that's going to be it. Brings up fourth down. Broncos defense keys in.
Down the runner for
now it's decision time. They're going to call it no gain on the play. Sebastian Broughton to the sideline. Seems like it's fourth down. And kind of in a rough no man's land. You do have Parker Sertiman with a big leg, but you might want to just punt this away at this point. And that's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. Sertiman's going to come out. No, actually, I don't think I see a punt team. They're in a huddle right now, which is something they don't do very often. They have subbed a big package. Could this be a Screaming Eagle formation? It is. They've got Jumbo in. This is not exactly fourth down, and they're going to get a penalty on the play. Might get procedure on this. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to back this up 5 yards.
The ball's moving in the
so
right direction.
Coach Cipollette tries to throw a wrench in the play there. A little bit of trickery.
Offense.
But the lineman moves. 73 is the one who got busted.
Third down. For the game clock operator, finally reset the game clock to 7 minutes, 56 seconds. 7 minutes, 56 seconds.
Adam Myers, the senior guard, with the call there on the penalty. It looks like we got a pretty good sounding ref mic tonight, so you might get to hear some of that through our microphone as well. But Parker Sertiman now on to punt. Nobody deep for Middleburg right now. Looks like they're punt safe all the way. Sertiman skies this up. This one doesn't go well at all. He might have gotten this 12 yards. Not his best punt. Parker Sertiman takes the helmet off, and he's visibly frustrated.
Nearly made it to the first down line, meaning it
that'll
is
be a
first
turnover
down
for Middleberg.
Broncos.
PA announcer really getting into it tonight. So the first offensive series for Fleming Island generates something, but doesn't get points. Middleburg, on the average, was giving up 14 points a game defensively until the last two games where they had at least 40-plus hung on them. Could that defense show up tonight for against Fleming Island and put a wrench in the Golden Eagles' plans? Carson Stewart, the senior quarterback, number 7, in to lead the offense on their first series. Comes at 7:48 to go in this first quarter. Stewart will drop back to pass. Good protection. He's going to flare out single coverage. That's going to be overthrown. The intended receiver was Deshaun Green, and he was covered pretty well by Chase Donaldson. We've called Chase Donaldson's name a couple times this season. He's likely due for an interception. He's had a couple of close calls. One thing that Fleming Island has done really well in the last couple of games is they've played lockdown in the secondary, whereas in the past they've given up a lot over the middle and had defenses or had offenses take advantage of them in zone coverage. They've done a lot of that against some particularly tough passing teams this year. Second down and 10, ball sitting at the 37-yard line of Middleburg. Stewart in shotgun. He's got trips to his left, and he's going to move a man across. Tries to flare it out. That is caught in the backfield, and he will be tackled by a host of Golden Eagles after maybe a minimal gain. Actually going to give him a 1-yard gain on that one.
Carson Stewart to Jordan Williams
Jordan
for
Williams
a
on the catch.
gain.
Brings up third down and 9 from the 38. I stand corrected. That is not the 38. It's the 27-yard line. Stay in shotgun. Stewart drops back. Pressure comes in, throws out into the boundary, and that is going to be incomplete. And again, Chase Donaldson, they're trying to pick on him a little bit tonight. So far, nothing doing.
The long
and Middleburg goes 3 and out.
Incomplete. Bring it up fourth down.
Decision time for the Broncos. Looks like they've got about 8 yards to go here to get a first down. Need to get across the 35 to the 37.
And the Broncos keep the offense out on the field.
And they are going to go for it. Sebastian Cruz is deep, way deep, standing at the Fleming Island 40-yard line, and they may actually go to punt this, and they sure do. So Stewart will take the punt. Cruz will catch this, and he bobbled the ball, but it goes out of bounds. No harm, no foul there, but not Sebastian Cruz's best punt reception.
The muffed punt by number 1 on Fleming Island.
They mark it out at the Fleming Island 40-yard line, and that's where the Golden Eagles will take over for their second possession of the night. Middleburg goes 3 and out. Maybe gained a yard or two on the play. Comes at 6:45 to go here in the first quarter. No score if you're just joining us. We will do our level best this evening to give you some live score updates of the Oakleaf-Mandarin game. But again, we have coverage going out there tonight, and we will have some highlights and commentary for you over the weekend. Happy you're joining us live tonight on SSB. Actually marked the ball officially now at the 36-yard line. The officials, under some discussion, the initial call was that the ball was muffed and then rolled out at the 40-yard line, but they're going to say that the ball was first touched by the receiver at the 36, and that's where we're going to start. Broughton, play fake, rolls to his right, throws over to Oliver Pachata, who scampers across, gets a first down, gets knocked down about the 49-yard line, and a first down for the Golden Eagles. Can't understate the connection that Broughton has developed with his receivers over the past couple of games. His biggest target has been Trace Burney, but Oliver Pachata has actually emerged as another good possession receiver, finding him in that underneath route there. 1st and 10. Trips to the left. Broughton will give to Jackson, who runs through into the second level. And more tough running by Jackson, just short of a first down. Get about 8 on the yard. Jaden Boyd with the tackle.
Stop the run after a medium
and again,
gain.
you're going to hear that name a lot for Middleburg. Jaden Boyd will do lots of tackling, and he's going to have to work tonight because Demir Jackson is a load to bring down. 2nd down into Middleburg territory. Broughton and company getting the play from the sidelines. They'll stay in that trips formation. Tristan Stewart will be on the near sideline. Jackson steps up. They'll fake. Broughton looking. He's got plenty of time. Throws it. That's Tristan Stewart. Caught. He stumbles. Keeps his feet. Crosses the 20. Into the 10. That's going to get into the end zone. That's going to be a Fleming Island touchdown. He did break the plane. Tristan Stewart with the reception for the first worldwide automotive touchdown of the night. A great reception. Stewart was tripping and falling, managed to keep his feet, and then got upright and ran all the way into the end zone for the first score of the evening. Parker Sertivan on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and Sertivan is true. So with 5:23 to go in the first quarter, Fleming Island strikes first, 7-0 here at the Corral. You're watching Friday Night Lights on SSB. We're going to take the mandatory water break at this time as well. We'll take a commercial timeout. We'll be back right after this on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
SSBJax.com is where you can find all the action and stay updated with our next broadcast. Fleming Island scoring first here in this second possession of the first quarter. Parker Sertivan now will send this off. And the touchback machine doesn't kick a touchback this time. That's a ground ball base hit, and that's going to get broken tackles and a little high on that one. Avoids the horse collar. But number 6, Jordan Avellino with the kick return gets it to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 27, and that's where Middleburg will take over. First drive ended up 3 and out. Let's see if they can improve on that. No score yet reported in the Mandarin Oakleaf game. They are underway. We're watching that really closely, along with some other games in the area. Carson Stewart back out for Middleburg's second possession. He'll take a snap, give, and missed tackles by Fleming Island. That did not go according to plan there as he squirts through for a couple of yards.
Number 10, Travis Pinkard,
the junior running back,
run.
listed at 5'7", 160 pounds for Middleburg, so he is a small body. And that low center of gravity you got to be really careful of, otherwise he'll slip through the cracks and end up in the secondary before you know it. Second down and about 6. We'll tighten up the formation, but 3 wide receivers on the field. Stewart will give again. This one stopped into the backfield. He'll actually lose a couple of yards on the play. Pinkard did not squirt through this time. Brings up third down.
Loss of 1 on the second down run.
Middleburg will also no huddle here. They'll go back to a spread formation, but will not allow Fleming Island to substitute on defense. Clock running now, approaching 4 minutes. 3 wide. Stewart fakes, looking for a receiver, got some pressure in the backfield, dances out of it, throws. The guy's got a cannon of an arm, and that is an open receiver that was not able to get the ball. They're going to throw a flag on that. And the intended receiver was Jordan Williams, but I think they're going to get David Fuentes for pass interference. And it looks like they're going to get a free 15, and they sure do.
Defense, number 19, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. After enforcement, first down.
Carson Stewart's showing some legs.
Stewart's got an arm now. You can't take that out of it.
And Fleming Island is
Fleming Island just gets in the way. And first down just across the 45-yard line, right at the 46. It's Middleburg's first down of this game. Come up in that tight, bunched-up formation right now. Fleming Island with 1 safety deep. That's Fuentes. Stewart gives. He's got a running lane and a big tackle. Sebastian Cruz stops him after a 10-yard gain. Pinkard with the first down run. If Cruz doesn't do a form tackle on that one, he may have scampered further than that. First down, Middleburg. They'll play tempo. Crosses the 45-yard line to about the 43 now. Stewart will give over the left side of the formation, and this time it's no penetration allowed. Fleming Island's defense bows up. And in on the tackle, Cohen Jaffe, again, we've seen the Moose do quite a bit in those run defensive games.
Down.
Second down, they give him about a yard. Stewart from no huddle, bunched up again. Moves a man across, play fake. They're going to dump that off into the flat, and that doesn't look like it got much of anything. Again, Jordan Williams with the reception.
Jordan Williams on the reception.
Call it no gain on the play, third down. Coming up on the 2.5-minute mark in this first quarter. This is Middleburg's deepest penetration into Fleming Island territory. Line up in pistol formation. Stewart taking his time. Again, we don't have digital play clocks here, so we will rely on that far official to see how close we are, and we have reached the 10-second mark. Looks like Stewart is taking his time right now, and I don't blame him. Keeping Fleming Island's offense off the field is not a bad idea. Now we're going to get a called timeout from Middleburg.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Middleburg. This is their first charge timeout of the half.
Comes at 2:02 in the first quarter. And again, happy you're with us tonight on Sunshine State Broadcasting, our presentation of Friday Night Lights on SSB, brought to you in part by Worldwide Automotive over here on County Road 220, where their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive, proud sponsor of Sunshine State Broadcasting. Also brought to you in part by First Baptist Church of Orange Park. unofficially yet somewhat officially, but we like to go there a lot, Mr. Chubby's over on Fleming Island, over just around the corner from Fleming Island High School. Home of the original Fleming Island Happy Hour. David and I's favorite place to go catch a couple of wings and a cold drink after a hard night's work on Friday Night Lights. Mr. Chubby's, Fleming Island. Also want to give a shout out to my friends over at Fast Eddie's Quick Mid East over on Bay Meadows Road in Jacksonville. It's another one of my favorite eateries. It's just too far away from the stadium tonight to go to. Carson Stewart back in play here. That bobbles the snap, but then they pick it right back up. He wheels out of the pocket, tries to run out of the pressure, missed tackles, and Stewart actually gets a big game. Ball comes out, but they're going to say he was down by contact. And Carson Stewart showing the legs there. We saw that at his time at Fleming Island. He had the capability to run, maybe not quite like Broughton, but the kid can move. It's going to bring up 4th down and short, and I think if you're Middleburg right now, you keep the offense on the field, try to get a short gain out of it. Some substitutions coming in right now, and then they'll get back to business. Stewart will stay in pistol, trying to huddle up or hustle up here and get the Broncos offense moving. We get a play from the sidelines. 4th down. Get a snap, gives over the left side of the formation. He busts through, and Pinkard. Yeah, that was Pinkard. Travis Pinkard with the gain. Oh, so they're giving Jordan Grace. Didn't see the number on that one. That was number 16, Jordan Grace. Couldn't see the number from my angle. My apologies. Pinkard will come back into the game, though. And Grace gets the 1st down. Moves the sticks. Middleburg on the move here, over the 30-yard line. We've said this all year about Fleming Island. The longer they have drives, the more their defense gets frustrated. Broughton sitting on the sidelines doing absolutely nothing right now. They'll give it to Pinkard, who runs over the right side, crosses the 25-yard line to about the 24. Another solid game. And this is something I'm seeing already about Fleming Island. They've been playing the run really well all season long. Tonight doesn't look like that. They defended the pass pretty decently, but the run game, not their best friend tonight. Pick up a 5 yards. 2nd and 5. This may or may not be the last play of the quarter here. We're down to under 20 seconds. Stewart will take his time here. Might get a play off before they flip the field. Stewart gives it over. Quick pitch out to the right side. Fleming Island covers that pretty well, but it looks like he may have enough for the 1st down, and he does. Gets across the 20-yard line into the red zone. They'll stop the clock briefly with 3.3 seconds, but that's going to do it for this 1st quarter. Travis Pinkard running roughshod over Fleming Island to start this game. However, one is in the books, and Fleming Island has the only score. 7-0 right now as we approach the 2nd. We'll take a quick timeout. And I love this referee, by the way. I know him from National Arena League play, and he's quite the character himself. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have this 2nd quarter of play. You're watching Friday Night Lights on SSB. We'll be right back after this.
Having served Clay County for 18 years, Worldwide Automotive is bringing back the neighborhood repair facility with fair and honest pricing. It's why Worldwide Automotive's motto is car repair with care. Worldwide Automotive provides old-fashioned customer-centered service in an environment that is friendly and welcoming. Servicing domestic and European cars, Worldwide Automotive is offering $25 off to anyone who mentions this ad. And that's for any service. There's no need to go to the dealer for your 30, 60, 90, or 120-mile services. They offer same-day service and will handle your requirements for oil changes, belts, tire rotations, air conditioning, brake flushes, transmission services, and tune-ups. Come by and say hi to owners Joe and Valerie and see why they say their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive is located at 2490 County Road 220. For more information, go to worldwide-automotive.com.
Welcome back. 2nd quarter of action coming underway here. They just made an announcement that tonight is a pink-out game here at Middleburg High School, and the school's fundraising efforts have brought in $1,000 that they will donate to the American Cancer Society. Of course, all through the month of October, you've seen pink just about everywhere in support of breast cancer awareness, but it's been kind of brought in as a general cancer awareness month, and I appreciate that too as the son of a cancer survivor. Middleberg has been marching down the field. They're in the red zone for the 1st time. Carson Stewart, who looks like he'll give to Pinkard, but this time the Golden Eagles say, nah, that's enough. might have gotten a yard on the play. We have
Please
a
direct your
stoppage
attention
of
to
play
our
here as a
home
helmet comes off.
sideline for Middleburg High's step team performance, coached by Vicky Floyd.
Second down after just about a yard. Travis Pinkard on the carry. Spread things out just a little bit now. Stewart will stay in pistol. Gets the play from the sidelines here. Stewart on second down, drops back to pass, rolling, and that'll be caught and bobbled just a little bit, but the catch is made. And once again, Jordan Williams on the outside catches it for a couple of yards, gets out of bounds.
Carson Stewart's pass complete
Makes
to
it a
Jordan
third down
Williams.
and manageable for the Broncos.
Brings up third and short.
They need to get just across the 10-yard line to move the first down. Broncos tighten the formation up. Looks like they got two tight ends on the outside, two receivers out wide for Stewart to the right of the formation in pistol. Get a snap, low snap. Pinkard will get it, and he'll plow through, and he'll get enough for the first down, and that will be first and goal, Middleburg.
Grace on the first
Jordan
down
Grace.
carry.
And you'll have to forgive me, the red numbers on the black jerseys are not exactly easy to see from my vantage point, so I'm probably going to mess that up a couple of times tonight. But Grace and Pinkard will exchange running back duties all night long. And what do we have here? I'll get to that in a minute. Apparently some liquid refreshment has come in. I'm going to need it. Pinkard runs into some Fleming Island defenders, tries to bounce it out, but then the Golden Eagles bring him down after a loss on the play.
Travis Pinkard with a
Going to get a stop on that one, and it looks like Pinkard's going to come out. Grace will come back in yet again. Brief stoppage of play here. They'll reset the play clock and get things back going. Broncos bunched up. They've got what appears to look like two wide receivers and some tight ends out there. They've stayed kind of in a heavy package so far, and it's giving Fleming Island some fits because they're not sure if they're going to be able to defend the run or the pass here. It's not giving away intentions here. Move everybody to the right side. Stewart will roll in that direction. Good protection. He's trying to find a rollout. Almost steps forward. He can't. Got away from some Fleming Island defenders that had him dead to rights in the backfield. Makes a little step there a la Patrick Mahomes.
On a short run. This is the Broncos' first trip inside the premier American construction red zone.
You have to bear with me. The PA speaker is right behind me, and despite the fact that I've got headphones on, I have to drown that out for a second before I can say something. Other than that, it's a great night for football. What a gorgeous evening this is here at Middleburg High. Again, our first trip out for a broadcast. We're happy that they've hosted us tonight. We appreciate that so very much. Now we got a stoppage of play. Fleming Island's now going to take a charge timeout. Comes at 9:08 to go in the second quarter here, first half. So far, no score reported from Mandarin, although I think Caden is grabbing something here. There you go. Go ahead.
Our step team for their performance. Our step team is Lily Young.
We'll see if
Star
Garrett can
Johnson,
get us an update while he's out there.
Amaya
But in the
Jones,
meantime, we'll be
Anaya
tracking
Webster,
the score ourselves here.
Sanders, Mila DeMary, Amelia Friel, Alora McNeil.
Some other scores in the area. Ed
Jalen
White over
Ventura,
Riverside right now,
Blake
7-6.
Adler,
Bishop Kenny beating on
and
Westside,
Samaya
14-3. Bowles beating on
Frazier.
Wolfson, 21-0. Impact Christian leading Fernandina Beach right now, 14-6. Trinity Christian leading Kip Bold City, 14-0. We're back here at a 7-0 ball game. Middleburg trying to edge it here up on third down and goal. Trips to the right, drops back to pass, throws, got a man in the end zone that is caught And that's a Middleburg touchdown. Joel Lowe in the corner of the end zone for the Worldwide Automotive touchdown, and a penalty flag on the play. Looks like we might have had a little something said there.
Lloyd on the touchdown pass from
Fleming Island giving up that touchdown there. Middleburg a point away from tying this game up, and that was a wide open receiver. Maybe been a blown assignment there for the Golden Eagles, and now we have a penalty here. And this is something that Fleming Island is not very good at, is holding their composure when something like this happens in the end zone. So now we're going to get a call on the field, and we're going to have a discussion here with the coaching staff on the far sidelines. Elsewhere in the area, some scores for you. Nice leading to Coy Creek on their senior night, 13-0. Trinity Christian on the road at Old Plank Christian, they're down 12-0. St. Augustine leading Ridgeview, and another Clay County area team, playing the Yellow Jackets 14-0. Wakulla at Baker County right now. Wakulla leading 7-0. And Buchholz with a 3-0 lead over Bartram Trail.
Offense, number 3, taunting. This is number 3's first foul in the unsportsmanlike conduct category. Any further fouls of unsportsmanlike conduct will lead to his disqualification. This 15-yard foul will be spotted from the point after attempt. 1 on times down. The touchdown is good.
So the touchdown's good, but an unsportsmanlike penalty on Joel Lowe will mark 15 yards. They said on the PAT, but I think we're about to get a correction here. And it's wise that they go ahead and take the penalty on the PAT with the opportunity to get a point off the board. And again, as explained, I'm not sure if you heard that clearly on the other side of the broadcast there, but that will be his first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And like other football leagues, college on up, 2 unsportsmanlikes, and you get the hook. So they're going to bring this back to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be about a 44-yard extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick up, and it is blocked. So the penalty works in Fleming Island's favor, and they keep that extra point off the board. Middleburg scores, however, though, and makes it 7-6 with 9:03 to go.
Second quarter, the score is 7-6.
But a good drive by the Broncos, really getting Fleming Island on their heels and giving up that touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Just taking in some of the sights here at Middleburg. It is senior night, really good crowd out tonight, and I have seen just about everything come up this way. I've seen chicken wings come by from somewhere. They actually have some students working concessions here in the stands, and there are some big old cups of boiled peanuts out there. I've seen Rice Krispie treats and brownies. So Middleburg apparently is the place to go if you really want to eat something and you're nowhere near Orange Park. At least here they bring it to you. David Wells, you missed out, man. We could be eating boiled peanuts right now. That's okay. He's in Tuscaloosa tailgating, I'm sure. And then doing some work to find the next professional athletes. Sky kick. Once again, they're going to signal fair catch, and that is caught. And then he's going to get a late hit. And that was inadvisable. Not only did you end up giving up a penalty on the extra point, but now you're going to give him a penalty again. Brady Digman signaled for fair catch, made it, and then got hit. They'll tack on 15 more, and Fleming Island will get good field position. So Middleburg played pretty well on that offensive series, but the last couple of instances have not reflected well on them. We'll see if they can get that straightened up.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Kicking team. Number 32. 15-yard penalty enforced.
Penalty would be enforced on Daniel Raines, the junior linebacker. Made a pretty good tackle, just was not a live ball. Move the ball across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's where Fleming Island will take over, 1st and 10. Tristan Stewart caught the first touchdown pass for Fleming Island. Sebastian Broughton last week throwing 4 touchdown passes, on fire against the Terry Parker Braves. This week a little bit more subdued against a much better Bronco defense. Broughton lines up in pistol, trips. We give to Jackson. Jackson's got a hole, runs into a wall of black jerseys, and they put the lockdown on that one. The front seven for Middleburg ate that one up for no gain.
Caden Hannafin with the lead on the tackle.
Broncos defense keying on the ball there. Jackson's a big target. He can get some speed in space and was blocked pretty well, but the defense pursued much better and got the tackle. Move Jackson up right beside Broughton. They'll stay trips to the left. Broughton has to dig the snap out of the dirt, but then Jackson finds the hole this time, and now he's got a first down. And like we said, feast or famine, and in this case, the boy was eaten. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles, cross the 45 into Middleburg territory, right about the 42-yard line. Jaden Boyd on the tackle. Like I said, we're probably going to wear that kid's name out tonight on the defensive side of the ball for Middleburg. He is all over the place. Broughton lines back up again on 1st down. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the half. Broughton will get a snap, run over to the right side with Jackson. Jackson's gone, 30, 25, 20. He's going to get tackled, and guess who did it? Jaden Boyd.
Jaden Boyd on the huge
Jackson gets
open
Fleming
field
Island
tackle.
into the red zone. Yet again, 1st down, Golden Eagles. It's a little early to name a defensive player of the game, but Jaden Boyd right now has definitely showed out in terms of tackles, because otherwise, Jackson is in the end zone. Fleming Island running sort of a vanilla-looking offense right now, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They give it to Jackson, runs over left tackle, maybe gets 2 or 3 yards on the play. And if you're the Golden Eagles, I think you could wear them out doing that. Just run a couple of yards in a cloud of dust, just pound the rock away, and eventually Jackson will break one and do what he does best. Again, Jackson also getting very close to 1,000 yards rushing this season in this Fleming Island turnaround. They've had the talent to do things like this on a consistent basis for the last couple of seasons, but this is the first time it's actually come together into the product you're seeing on the field right now. Get a snap, give it to Jackson, left side, finds another hole. Jackson weaves his way through tackles across the 10, and he is going to get another 1st down. That's going to be 1st and goal, Fleming Island, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Got a score update from Oakleaf. 8:14 left in the 2nd quarter. Mandarin scored. The extra point was blocked. It's 6-0 Mustangs. And again, we've got some footage of that game. We'll have highlights and a breakdown for you over the weekend on the Sunshine State Broadcasting YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, back to business here. 1st down and goal. Fleming Island stays in shotgun. Broughton will run out to the right side, tries to get up a couple of blockers, scampers, hits the circle button, gets grabbed by the waist, and then he gets brought down. And if number 5, Wayne Self, doesn't grab him, he's scoring.
Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of discipline by this Middleburg defense to just stay in their lanes, stay at home, and bend, don't break. But they better hurry up and be a brick wall, or they're about to break this into the end zone again. Broughton gives to Jackson. The wrecking ball plows through the end zone, and that's going to be another worldwide automotive touchdown for Demir Jackson. Running game, the story on this one, as they pound the rock in for a score. Comes at 5:50 to go in the half. Parker Sertivan on for the extra point. And I'm trying to figure out who in the Fleming Island student section starts the war chant every time they do that. I don't know. It's almost like they want more Fleming Island players like Sam Singleton to go to Florida State, which I wouldn't mind, to be honest. Sertivan's kick is up and good. So our new score with 5:50 to go, Fleming Island 14, Middleburg 6. Speaking of the ACC Specialist of the Week, Sam Singleton Jr. from Fleming Island. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown in Florida State's loss to Duke. But we saw a lot of him doing that in high school. Check out our social media pages, the Instagram in particular, for a quick highlight of Singleton with a 43-yard touchdown run against Clay High School back in the day in his senior season. Sam Singleton getting some time at Florida State and making it to the big time. We appreciate having covered him in the past, and we hope that he will have bigger things to come at FSU. And please, Sam, if you're watching this broadcast by any chance, don't hit that portal, man. Stay in Tallahassee. Also want to shout out Braden Cunningham, Joey Couch, some other Fleming Island alumni that watch our broadcasts. We appreciate them stopping by and checking in on the Golden Eagles. Parker Sertivan to kick. Sends it away. End over end. That's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Parker Sertivan does that quite a bit.
A touchback on the kickoff.
Another score update. Oakleaf ran all the way down to the 5-yard line. Mandarin got it stripped, and it was recovered into the end zone for a touchback. I'm sorry, that's not a score update, but a big turnover by Mandarin to prevent an Oakleaf scoring opportunity. Still 6-0 Mustangs ball. Busting out the Daddy Yankee tonight. All right. Hey, DJ. So Carson Stewart in the offense set to go here from their 20-yard line, getting the signals in. Take a snap. Pressure coming in the outside. Jarius Rogers almost got there, but he was blocked away. And now we're going to get a flag on the play. And could this be a holding call on that boundary?
A flag on the play.
Penalty flags are in pink tonight. In case you're wondering, do not adjust your broadcast. Get a call here in just a second. So going back to that fumble, that would have been a 60-yard touchdown run by Oakleaf had they not stripped it and recovered it into the end zone.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. After enforcement, first down.
Middleberg gets a first down on the penalty for holding downfield.
That penalty brings up a Bronco first down.
Ball around about the 35-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play. 5:43 to go. Stewart comes out with 3 wide. Looks over and gets the signal. Again, Middleburg does not huddle. Get everything from the sidelines. On first down, Stewart drops back. Good protection, throws out onto the side, and that is caught. What a dart to Jordan Williams right there, falling down as he catches it at the 50-yard line. Jordan Williams and Carson Stewart have a little something going right now.
Right at midfield.
Another first down.
First down.
They'll play tempo. Williams doing a lot of the heavy lifting in the passing game. They'll bunch up the formation to the right of Stewart, and now we'll get a play in. Chase Donaldson trying to signal to the outside, to Corey Allen now on that outside. Got a 2 safety look for Fleming Island. That's their typical package. High snap, Stewart has to look for it. Rogers gets blocked away, pressure in the backfield. Stewart running for his life. Rogers trying to close in, doesn't get there. That is tipped and incomplete. A.J. Witt.
A flag on the field.
And we got another flag on the play.
Looks like roughing the passer.
Let's see if they got a late hit call or not. Jarius Rogers had a full head of steam.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That's exactly what they get.
Number 5. 15-yard penalty from the previous
Actually going to call Corey Allen for the roughing the passer. Rogers was in the backfield in full pursuit and got a shoulder knock off of
The Broncos keep
just
moving
deflected
the ball
where he was going.
forward.
Another penalty
Up
for
to
Fleming
the
Island.
35.
Not necessarily a mental mistake, just a penalty of aggression. First and 10 into Fleming Island territory. Just shy of the 35-yard line. Actually, they mark it right at the 35. Get a snap, give. Into the secondary, and A.J. Witt makes the tackle. Pickup of about 2.
Jordan Grace for a gain of 3 on the first down run.
Call it 3. Jordan Grace with the carry. Stay in tempo. Clock down to 4:40 and counting. Again, if you just join us, Middleburg scored on their previous possession and due to penalty missed the extra point. Stewart steps back to pass, throws, got a man wide open. That's going to be Sebastian Cruz, who tried to have an interception and he only got a hand on it, falling backwards, incomplete.
The long pass is incomplete.
He was the only man that could have caught that ball, but it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Stewart had a man open, but he threw in the wrong direction, just off the spot. The intended receiver was Joel Lowe. Sebastian Cruz had a better beat on it and just couldn't keep his footing. Need to get to about the 25-yard line to move the sticks. 4:21 to go in this first half. That has been moving. Coming up just about 7:45 here on the East Coast. On 3rd down, Stewart will play fake, has pressure in the backfield. That is thrown out and incomplete. Off the fingers of Floyd Reed, it looks like.
Carson Stewart's pass to Joel Lowe.
It was Joel Lowe here.
Joel Lowe,
number 3.
incomplete.
So they're going to go for it on 4th down, it looks like. Stewart will punt as well, so. Fleming Island student section making their presence known today. Construction theme for them tonight. Can see them in their neon. 4th down and 8. Stewart gets the play in here. We'll make a decision. It looks like the offense is moving on the field. Stewart will play fake, drops back, pocket holds, throws deep. That is tipped and incomplete. And Sebastian Cruz with the closing speed and the swat before Jordan Williams could put a hand on it, and that's a turnover on downs. The Golden Eagles hold.
Some good coverage. Turns the ball over to Fleming Island.
4:10 to go in the half, and the Golden Eagles go back on offense after another pretty good Middleburg drive, helped by some penalties. Again, happy you're with us tonight on Sunshine State Broadcasting. Don't forget that website, ssbjacks.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're here, please. That helps us out a whole lot. Continue to bring you great coverage of high school sports from around the area and more. Quads for the Golden Eagles to the right side of Sebastian Broughton. Drops back to pass. Steps up, flares out over the middle to Demir Jackson. That is caught. Jackson will get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Very rare check down for Broughton.
Defense led by Riley Steele.
We'll get a gain on the play.
To a short
2nd down.
gain.
Don't see Jackson get check down receptions like that very often. Definitely good coverage downfield by the Broncos secondary. Broughton spreads it out now. Still keeps Jackson in the backfield. Take a snap, flares it out. That is caught to Pachata. Pachata scampers, climbs the ladder, gets a couple of yards. Looks like his lid came off. He'll have to sit out for a play. And let's see where they mark him out of bounds. And it looks like, did they give him the 1st down? Yeah, they sure did. Hard to tell from where we were here, but Pachata's helmet comes off. He steps off, but not before he picks up a 1st down. 3 minutes and counting here in this first half. Trips to the right of Broughton. Sideline signal, then he'll reset. Jackson steps up. Broughton gives to Jackson. He finds his way up the middle, finds a couple of blockers, churns his way through, moving the legs, and another 1st down, Demir Jackson. You don't get him around the waist or at the legs, you might as well just bounce off of him. Into Middleburg territory yet again. Coming up in 2.5 minutes to play. Ball at the 46-yard line of Middleburg. Broughton to get a signal here on 1st and 10. Taking the clock here. Oakleaf just attempted a 44-yard field goal. It's no good. 6-0 Mandarin still. Jackson runs over right tackle into the teeth of the Middleburg defense, and he might have gotten to about the 45, and that's it. Good stout defense by the Broncos.
On the tackle is Caden Hanovan and
B.J. Carter with the tackle for the Broncos. 2nd down and about 8. 45-yard line. 2-2 on the outside. Brady Digman comes in at running back. Get a snap, drop back to pass, flares it out, that's caught. Pachata again with a 1st down to the 30, about down to the 25-yard line. And Pachata with another reception.
On the tackle, number 26, Kellen
1st down,
Blackburn.
Fleming Island. Stoppage of play here as we get a timeout. Middleburg.
This is their second charge.
They'll take their second of the half. Comes at 1:17 to go. Looking ahead to our next broadcast, we'll go down to Fleming Island for their senior night as the Fort White Indians come to town. That's next Friday, November the 1st. We will close out the regular season at the Rock and enjoy senior night as we conclude our 3-week tour of senior nights around Clay County. We visited Orange Park, Middleburg tonight, Golden Eagles next week, and then after that, we got some big question marks to fill as we now look ahead to the postseason. We'll be monitoring the postseason standings pretty closely and find out who's hosting where. And in principle, we have initially committed to cover Fleming Island's first playoff game. We will know for sure if they host at home in the regional playoff. Again, pay attention to social media and our schedule on the website to get confirmation as to where we will be to start the postseason, but we will be taking District 3 into the playoffs. Broughton drops back to pass on 1st down. 7-step drop, rolls out of the pocket, and now he's going to fire, and that is behind Tristan Stewart, incomplete. A rare miss by Broughton on the rollout.
2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 1:10 to go. Halftime score in Oakleaf, Mandarin 6, Oakleaf nothing. No change there in the 6A2 district championship. Meanwhile, in 5A3 here, Fleming Island with a touchdown lead, trying to add to it. Throws it out to a tunnel screen to Burney, who's got some blockers. Trace Burney scampers out. Trace Burney heading to the end zone to the 5. He's going to get in there for another worldwide automotive touchdown. Trace Burney has scored 5 touchdowns in the last 2 games. And last week's Whataburger Player of the Week gets in the end zone again. Another penalty on the play, probably for a celebration. Fleming Island not doing a real good job of holding their tongue after a big play.
On the play.
Get the call, though. We're going to have a conversation here from head coaches on the Middleburg side. Going to get another unsportsmanlike conduct call. Seems to be Middleburg who had lost their cool on that one. Hold on a second, we'll get a call here.
The touchdown is good. After the touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 7, taunting. This is number 7's first foul in the unsportsmanlike category. Any further unsportsmanlike fouls will lead to his disqualification. This 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the succeeding kick. Touchdown.
Demir Jackson flagged for the unsportsmanlike conduct for the taunt. That's 2 taunting calls that they've made here, so I'm pretty sure coaching staff will have conversations with their boys in the locker room to tamp on that. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Meanwhile, Parker Sertivan will attempt an extra point, which is up and good. So with a minute to go in the first half, Fleming Island 21, Middleburg 6. Middleburg will start the second half with the football. This is an important drive for them. They've got 1 timeout in their pocket. see if they can do the sandwich here and get a touchdown before the end of the half. Just saw Courtney shake a shoulder there for a second, and then got Caden bopping his head here, little Mark Morrison. Thank you for joining us tonight on Sunshine State Broadcasting. A beautiful Friday night here in late October. Halloween coming up next week. Passed by a couple of trunk or treats on the way in. What a gorgeous evening. If you're missing the other voice in the broadcast, well, he's not here. David Wells on assignment in Tuscaloosa for the Shrine Bowl and also enjoying some festivities as an Alabama alum. We wish him a safe journey and a safe trip back home. Meantime, it's just me with a solo act here. Penalty puts the ball back at the 25-yard line. That's where Parker Sertiman will send this off, and it is returnable. He's got a wedge, and just a grab of the shirt tails there. And that will bring him down.
Jordan Avellino with the return to the 38.
Gets the ball to the 38-yard line with 55 seconds to go and a timeout to burn in the pocket here. I imagine Middleburg will run some hurry-up offense, see if they can get something on the board before the half. Fleming Island has not done a really good job defending the run as they typically have. They have been run all over this evening, but they've made the stops when they needed to in the passing game, which is something they've had on lockdown down the stretch here. Stewart in shotgun and that bunch formation again on 1st and 10. Sends Grace in motion. Drops back, pocket holds. Stewart runs upfield. He's going to try to get to the boundary, and he doesn't. He gets stopped at the 45-yard line. Clock continues to run. Broncos will try to come up and run a play here.
On the run.
Got his receivers that ran all the way to the other side of the field, and I don't think they're paying attention here as the clock is continuing to run. Got to get to your side of the field and get set. And 30 seconds are coming down. They've lost about 17 quality seconds that they could have been running plays. The time is still running. Stewart looks for a receiver, steps up, gets a first down. He's in open field. Carson Stewart all the way down to the 30. He's going to get out of bounds, and now he gets out, stops the clock with 12.5 seconds. The senior quarterback putting it on his shoulders and getting deeper into Fleming Island territory. Looks like they got him down to the 25-yard line. But all the time that ticked away because they couldn't get back and set on the line of scrimmage, that could have been another play or two they could have run. Now you might have to take a few shots. Only got a timeout left to burn. Your entire offense is still open, though. Fleming Island takes timeout. Looks like they didn't see what they liked defensively. That is Fleming Island's second timeout of the half.
This is their second charge timeout of the half.
Again, to recap, Fleming Island started off the scoring with a pass completion to Tristan Stewart. Demir Jackson just scored the most recent touchdown. Middleberg answered a little earlier, but has not been able to get into the end zone since. College football game update right now, Friday night. Boston College leading 7-0 on Louisville. Louisville took Miami down to the wire, and the Hurricanes scampered away with a win. One can only hope that Florida State will do the same, but I ain't holding my breath. Then again, it is Florida State-Miami, and everything changes with that game. I've watched plenty of Florida State-Miami games to know that there is a difference about that game. My hope is just that the boys understand that magnitude. Just now the stroke of 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. First half winding down here. Stewart drops back to pass. Trying to get out too low, and that is tipped and incomplete. He put a hand on it, but they're going to get a flag on the play. Chase Donaldson is celebrating, but I think the celebration is a bit premature as they're going to get some extra yardage on that. going to call pass interference on Fleming Island. See if we can get a signal here. Some further discussion. Now the call is coming to a full-on conference here. And looks like we've got a verdict.
Holding. Defense. Number 10. A foul committed on an eligible receiver. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. After enforcement, the result is first down. The clock will start on the snap.
So that's the adjustment here, is the clock movement here. So first down and 10 on the penalty. Clock will start upon the snap, 7 seconds to go. I think if you're Middleburg, you're going to need to take a shot here. Try to get this ball in the end zone, keep a little time on the clock in case you throw an incompletion. Inside the red zone. Stewart drops back, pressure on the outside. He is going to take that shot, and that is going to be incomplete. Sebastian Cruz on the coverage. Jordan Williams, the intended target. 2.1 seconds on the game clock here. And they're going to bring on the field goal unit. Try to put something on the board to close out the half. And timeout called by Fleming Island, put him on ice there. Brock Araujo
Timeout. Fleming Island.
will come back and try this after a 30-second timeout. Middleburg does have one timeout, but they likely will take that into their pocket and won't get to use it. Fleming Island has burned all of theirs. Again, it comes to 2.1 here to go in the half.
If you're getting hungry, we encourage
Every
you to
point
visit
will
the
matter in
Middleburg
this
Band
game.
concession stand on the visitors' side. They got hot dogs, corn dogs, burgers, a Mac burger, pulled pork,
Oh, don't tell me
and
that.
a big Bronco.
I want to find out what a big Bronco is. See, this is the part where I miss having my track star analyst to run over and find out. Enough about food already. There's pigskin in front of us. Field goal attempt coming on after the timeout here. This will very likely end the half. Brock Araujo will try a field goal from beyond about 30 yards. High snap, they fake it. Try to throw for it, that's going to be intercepted. And this one might be a pick six. All the way, Sebastian Cruz is going to cruise into the end zone for a worldwide automotive touchdown on special teams. But we have a flag on the play.
But there's a flag all the way back at the 20.
Might have a blocking foul on Fleming Island that would erase the touchdown, but nonetheless, Middleburg drives all the way down and gets nothing. See if we can get the call here, but Sebastian Cruz picked that off wide open and ran the distance. Discussion by the officials at the 45-yard line. And if I saw correctly, one of the officials had signaled an illegal block. And we'll get the call here.
During the return, personal foul. Let's try this again. Here in return, personal foul, blindside block, returning team number 51. Penalized half the distance to the goal, one time down, first down.
So they're going to give him a one untimed down, and it looks like it was Kevin Reyes that got called for the blindside block that takes off the touchdown. And I imagine Fleming Island will just come out and take a knee and end the half. And so it's interesting we're getting the ruling on that one. So what happens is that turnover, obviously, defense becomes the offense at that point. However, they were a defending team when they committed the foul, so that's why they're going to run that one untimed down, even though there was a change of possession. I would have to look up the rule book to confirm that to be sure. But in any case, that's what they're going to call here. And again, I imagine Fleming Island just jumps into victory formation and take a 15-point lead, which got erased. That could have been extended to 22 at this point, but Sebastian Cruz's touchdown removed, and that's exactly what they'll do, is go to victory. Strike up the band and get ready for some halftime festivities here at the Corral. With your halftime score, Fleming Island 21, Middleburg 6. The Broncos will receive the second half kick. We will take some commercial messages, catch my breath, and we'll be back for a halftime recap after this. You're watching Friday Night Lights on Sunshine State Broadcasting. We'll be back.
Having served Clay County for 18 years, Worldwide Automotive is bringing back the neighborhood repair facility with fair and honest pricing. It's why Worldwide Automotive's motto is car repair with care. Worldwide Automotive provides old-fashioned customer-centered service in an environment that is friendly and welcoming. Servicing domestic and European cars, Worldwide Automotive is offering $25 off to anyone who mentions this ad. And that's for any service. There's no need to go to the dealer for your 30, 60, 90, or 120-mile services. They offer same-day service and will handle your requirements for oil changes, belts, tire rotations, air conditioning, brake flushes, transmission services, and tune-ups. Come by and say hi to owners Joe and Valerie and see why they say their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive is located at 2490 County Road 220. For more information, go to worldwide-automotive.com.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Halftime here at Middleburg, Fleming Island leading 21-6. You have a view now of the Middleburg High School Band playing from their selection, Plantasia. Listen in and enjoy. Again, our halftime score, Fleming Island 21, Middleburg 6. Halftime festivities winding down here. Middleburg Band just coming off there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Sunshine State Broadcasting's presentation of Friday Night Lights on SSB, brought to you in part by Worldwide Automotive over on County Road 220, where their customers are family. Proud supporters of Friday Night Lights and Sunshine State Broadcasting. We're also brought to you in part by First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Our shout out and thanks to Pastor David Tarkington for his continued support of our broadcasts throughout the last couple of years. Also want to take this opportunity to send our thanks to Mallory Borden, the athletic director here at Middleburg High School, in conjunction with athletic director Travis Cunningham from Fleming Island. This is our first football game out here at Middleburg, and we have been trying to get out here for some time.
Big event happening here tomorrow.
I want to thank Mallory for her support and getting us out here, all the hospitality.
Volleyball is
really good facility out here. Also, if you can hear it over there on the PA, the Middleburg volleyball team, defending state champions,
message from my son,
are
Cooper,
in the regional semifinals.
Here you go, Cooper.
Let's go, Bronco volleyball!
Little man giving the cheer out there. Yeah, the Middleburg volleyball team has been something else the past couple of seasons. They are defending a state championship right now, off to the regional semis here at Middleburg. That's going to be an exciting game to watch. Fleming Island's team lost in the district tournament to Middleburg and then went on to the regionals. They got knocked out. So Middleburg will try to advance on and defend. What a team they have. What a good volleyball program they have, too. Some halftime warm-ups taking place right now before we get out in the third quarter. Middleburg will start with the ball in this half. A lot to build on here. Quarterback Carson Stewart's flashed out the legs a little bit. Middleburg late had a chance to score. Gave up the field goal, went for the fake, went into the waiting arms of Sebastian Cruz, but then was all called back on a penalty. And here we stand at 21-6. We hope you'll join us next week, Friday, November 1st, for the regular season finale of Friday Night Lights on SSB. Fort White will come to town to face Fleming Island on their senior night. Completes our 3-week tour of senior nights. Last week we spent some time with Orange Park. Tonight is senior night here at Middleburg. And we'll close out our tour over Fleming Island. We are also keeping track of the Mandarin Oakleaf game. They were at the half with a 6-0 score. 60-yard touchdown run by Oakleaf, stripped at the 5-yard line and recovered in the end zone by the Mustangs for a touchback. Oakleaf had a chance to equalize and take the lead. Oakleaf scored, Mandarin had scored, and Oakleaf blocked the ensuing extra point. Tight game in the Class 6A District 2 final, as both teams come in undefeated in district play. Winner takes the district title outright. Meanwhile, here in Class 5A District 3, Fleming Island undefeated in district play. A win tonight closes out the sweep of all 4 teams, and they'll hoist the trophy. We appreciate your feedback from our email box. Due to some spatial limitations, though, we were unable to keep the microphone on for the entire time for the band, but we will take that to heart and put that out there for future consideration. Thank you for that comment, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you stopping by the website. Speaking of bands, Middleburg's got an interesting setup over here. Now, they got a full marching band, but they've got a guy out here on a drum kit and guitar and bass, and they're having some fun. What an atmosphere. Again, this is our first time at Middleburg, and I'm scanning around here, just looking, and it's just about packed. Of course, high school games, not everybody sits in the seats, that's for sure. But still got a lot of folks walking around here. The stands are mostly full, and pink being worn all over the place, senior night festivities. Really great atmosphere for our first trip out to the other side of 220. We hope to be back again next season. Again, thanks to Athletic Director Mallory Borden for connecting with us and the hospitality. It's been a great experience for us. Yep, you ready? Next time I'll have my partner here with me for sure to keep it bouncing off for me so I don't have to do all the talking. Score from Oakleaf now, touchdown pass to the Mandarin 11. The 2-point was no good. Mustangs now lead 12-0. And again, we've got Garrett on site out there grabbing footage. We will have some highlights and some commentary for you over the weekend on our YouTube channel. You can always watch games previously streamed live here on our YouTube channel. Watch them on demand. Give YouTube a little bit of time to process that video after we're done here, and you can watch it again and again on Sunshine State Broadcasting's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you are aware of our next live broadcast. Parker Sertiman will get the second half started here. Puts a foot into that one, and that one will fall short of the goal line. It is returnable. Couple of blocks, missed. That's going to get a flag. He's going to get dropped down by Chase Donaldson at the 25-yard line.
To the 25, but there is a flag down near the
Williams
20.
with the return, and looks like that's going to come back for a block. Officiating crew has been rather busy this evening.
During the return, holding, returning team number 32, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. After enforcement, first down.
So 1st and 10 inside the red zone for Middleburg. We get the ball at about the 13-yard line. Again, just underway in the second half. Just getting reports from the Fleming Island sideline that Demir Jackson is not dressed for the second half. Stewart will give over the right side. Gets into the second level, spin move. And a nifty run to start off the second half for the Broncos. Jordan Avellino gets the kick out.
Down.
And he gets a first down. It's the first time we've called Avellino's number from the running game. Broncos will run tempo. It's probably more of a no-huddle offense than it is tempo, but they do get back to the line quickly to sort of feint that. Stewart get a snap. Pocket holds, he steps up, he can run, trying to find a throwing lane, can't get it, and then he'll get sacked. And A.J. Witt into the backfield for a sack.
Makes a second and long.
First time we've called his number on penetration in the backfield. Will bring up second down and long. First sack of the night of Carson Stewart. Ball resting right around the 20-yard line. Stewart from the pistol. Steps back to pass. Has some protection. Steps up. Gets out of it. And and the ball is loose. And they're going to say he was down by contact, and I think that might have been Jarius Rogers on the penetration in the
No
backfield
gain on
again.
the run brings up 3rd and long.
Gets back to the
for
line of
Broncos.
scrimmage, and that's 3rd down and long. Fleming Island defense holds, and that one initially good protection, but then the coverage downfield forced that sack yet again. Fleming Island rushing players on, and I'm not sure if they have 11. Trying to get a quick count myself here. If they have enough. Stewart taking their time. It looks like they're good to go. I had a man run on late. Stewart on 3rd and long. Play fake, pressure. They'll throw the screen pass that is caught, and then A.J. Witt is going to light him up. Had a convoy of blockers in front of him and room to
Mason's
run.
Willing.
Mason's Willing grabs it,
on the catch,
but it brings it to
brings
4th
up
down.
4th down.
And I think they're going to go ahead and punt this one away inside their own territory. Ball sitting at the 25-yard line. Sebastian Cruz will go deep, expecting a kick from Stewart. They don't really have a typical punt formation here. They sort of line up in a quick kick. And yeah, Stewart will get a little deeper. Now they'll get into a traditional punt formation. High snap. Stewart puts a boot on it, kicks it over the head of Cruz, and he'll take a little bit of a Middleburg roll and will be down just across the 30-yard line and move up a little bit to the 33. It's about where they'll spot it there, and that's when Fleming Island will take over 1st down.
By Carson Stewart and puts Fleming Island near the 30.
8:41 to go in the 3rd quarter in a 21-6 ball game. Come out with trips to the right. Brought in shotgun. Drops back. And that is Demir Jackson. So we thought he was not dressed for this second half, but he is in the ball game. Jackson got called for a taunting penalty earlier in the game.
Caden Hannafin after a medium gain on 1st.
And again, Jackson with one taunting unsportsmanlike. He gets a second one, he is out. We had heard initial reports that he might not play in the second half, and he is. They give it to him again. He gets a 1st down. Crosses the 40 to the 43-yard line of Fleming Island.
Riley Steele and Kellen Blackburn on the tackle.
Fleming Island has gone to the run game almost exclusively. Coming up under 8 minutes here. The stay trips. Give to Jackson again. Left side. Runs right into Middleburg's defense. And he might have lost a yard on the play. Good pursuit by the Broncos and better tackling of Demir Jackson, who is a load. Digman's going to come in now.
Meets him at the line. Brought down by number 44, Big Gabe Baker.
Jackson comes off to the sidelines. He looks somewhat fatigued on that one. Digman will come in relief. We've also seen Sebastian Cruz go into the backfield playing a little Iron Man. Fleming Island, it looks like they had too many people on the field, rushes him off. Quads to the right. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Some confusion on the Fleming Island sidelines.
Fleming Island, this is their first charge timeout of the half.
Comes at 7:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. With a 15-point lead right now, that timeout doesn't seem too valuable. But you don't really want to use timeouts quite like that early in 3rd quarters. They tend to bite you a little bit later, especially from a clock management perspective. In the last score we had of the Mandarin Oakleaf games, the Mustangs were up 12-0. Again, happy you're joining us tonight. So come out of the timeout here. They'll stay in that quads formation. We have Digman, Pachata, DeSteno. I always mess that up for some reason. And Trace Burney in the slot. Broughton in an empty backfield. Drop back to pass, throws quick, caught, Tristan Stevenson.
Tackle made by number 3, Joe Lowe.
First down, Fleming Island. Digman will come off. Jackson steps back into the ball game. No huddle again by the Golden Eagles. Trips this time to the left. To the right. And it looks like they've got Stevenson on that far corner. He's on an island in single coverage. They give to Jackson. He runs over the middle, hangs onto the football, crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line. Solid gain on first down.
Initial contact on the tackle brought by B.J. Carter.
Continue running trips. Broughton will step back. No, get a clap, and he'll look over to the sidelines. You've got Pachata, Burney, and DeSteno on the near sideline. Stevenson by himself, single covers. They're playing off all the receivers. Looks like they're straight zone. Give to Jackson. He runs through the linebacking core, rips across for another first down just shy of the 35-yard line. More solid running by Demir Jackson.
Timeout for the mandatory third quarter water break.
Third quarter water break now, 5:54 to go.
On the tackle
in this third quarter, 21-6. And the Middleburg band over there, it's turned into the Middleburg Rock Band. They've got a little Metallica going on over there. Not bad for a Friday night.
Jennifer Bullard,
so to recap,
if you are in the building, please come up to the press box.
Fleming Island up 21-6. Middleburg had a chance to add to their score, fortunately. Went for a field goal that was faked. Sebastian Cruz with the interception, but called back the touchdown that was returned due to a block. Middleburg punted on their first drive of this half. Now here we are, Sebastian Broughton rolling out of the pocket. Fires across his body, that is caught. Trace Burney scampers around some defenders. He's heading to the end zone. He's got one man to beat, and then he will walk into the end zone for a worldwide automotive touchdown. Trace Burney again with the reception and a touchdown. That's his second of the night. Broughton's thrown 2 to Burney, 1 to Stevenson. And Jackson's run one in, and that's been the Fleming Island scoring. Again, Trace Burney over the last 2 games, that's his 6th touchdown reception. And he is approaching the 1,000-yard mark in receiving yards this year. Snap is a little high, but down. Sertivan's kick is good. So with 5:35 to go in the third quarter, Fleming Island adds on to the lead, 28-6. Take a quick timeout, catch our breath here as the teams set back up for the ensuing kickoff. I'd like to remind you once again, in case you've just joined us, we will be at Fleming Island High School next week, November 1st, for senior night at the Rock, as the Golden Eagles close out the regular season against Fort White. After that, we'll be monitoring the playoff standings, and we will determine which of the playoff games in the regionals we will be covering. It is likely, with Fleming Island's win tonight and the automatic bid to the tournament as the district champion, likely they will host. We'll get confirmation of that as the standings come out. Fleming Island currently sitting at 5-3, 3-0 in the district. and looking to sweep. Sertivan's kick is away. And that one will be fielded in front of the goal line. That is returnable. Looks for a couple of blocks, spin move. And then he gets knocked down at the 20-yard line. Again, the fleet-footed Middleburg receiver, number 4, Jordan Williams,
return brings it to
comes out to
Bronco
about
football
the
on
19-yard line is where they'll spot it. 1st and 10. Carson Stewart back out onto the field. Trying to see if they can muster some offense here. Now down to a deeper hole. Spread the formation out. Line up in pistol. They've had a bunch formation for most of the second quarter where they did a lot of their running successfully. They seem to have gone away from that in this third quarter. Let's see if they can right the ship. And they give this time, and that's another good move. Just shy of the 30-yard line, and it looks like that was Travis Pinkard
with a 7-yard carry on 1st down.
And looks like they're going to say he got 1st down yardage. Looked like he might have been short, but no, they have awarded him 10 yards and a 1st down. So that running game that was working really well,
1st down.
If they can keep doing that, Fleming Island was on their heels earlier. Trouble was Middleburg couldn't find the end zone, but they had something going with that interior run game. Give it again. And this time the Golden Eagle defense stands up and does not allow anything but a 1-yard gain or so.
Run for a tough yard on 1st down.
Hello from up in Maryland, coming from the live chat tonight. Send crab cakes in cold weather, please. More of the crab cakes in the cold weather. You know, this is Florida after all. 2nd down and about 9 here. We're going to give. Finds his way into the linebacking core, but the Golden Eagles do their job and stop him after another minimal gain. Bring up
Jordan
3rd down.
Grace with a gain of 2
Grace
on
and
the
Pinkard
ground.
have been sharing the carrying duties. 2 running backs have done pretty well against this Fleming Island front 7, who is normally very stout against the run. Stewart getting a play from the sidelines. Taking a little bit of time to get these signals in. Middleburg in no particular hurry, even though they're down 3 scores. Stay all bunched up. Stewart play fakes, pressure coming on the outside, collapse, and Jarius Rogers with the sack. Also getting a little assist from Isaiah Casetta. A 1-2 punch into the backfield for another sack of Carson Stewart. We've been waiting to see Jarius Rogers break through and be the defensive end we've been waiting to see. He's had a couple of near misses this year. This time he gets home with a little help. It's 4th down, Middleburg. And you're in a punting situation regardless, but I think given the fact that they're going to back up Stewart a little more and punt, they come out in a bit of a sugar huddle and decide what they're going to do, and then Stewart punts it. He looks like he's got a better leg. He's not a bad punter either. This one angles out and will not be returned by the sure-handed Sebastian Cruz as they force him to the sidelines. And Fleming Island will take over with good field position with 2:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. So with 2:42 in this 3rd, looking ahead to the rest of the season and looking ahead to basketball season here on Sunshine State Broadcasting. Won't be long and we'll be talking courtside with Fleming Island, with Orange Park. We're also looking to engage with some other schools in the region. Bring us our basketball coverage. We're also looking forward to perhaps covering the Battle on the Island tournament over between Fleming Island and Orange Park. 2 sites this year. Jackson will get about 2 or 3 yards on the first carry of this possession. He runs into a pile of Broncos
defenders. A host
defenders.
of Broncos on the tackle, led by B.J. Carter and Big Gabe Baker.
2nd down and about 8. Broughton comes back out, trips. Pachata will go in motion. We'll give to Jackson again on the left side. He's got a burst of speed, breaks a tackle, and Demir gets caught right about the 43-yard line. He had a full head of steam. And they got him by the legs and managed to knock him over. Otherwise, he was off to the races. And it looks like we have an injured Bronco on the field. They'll take an injury timeout here. Comes at 1:58 to go in the third. Looks like I have a cramp up there. It is nice and cool tonight. Kind of dry in the air too, so not a lot of humidity, but nonetheless, hydration is important, which is why they take these mandatory water breaks in the state of Florida to make sure that things like this don't happen. But he'll get attended to and sit out of play. Take a second here to try to get some scores from around the region. Again, plenty of Friday Night Lights action going on all over the Jacksonville area. And a nice round of applause there for the injured player. Riverside finished off Ed White 44-2. Sorry, 44-22. Bishop Kenny beat on West Side right now. That is still in action, 14-3. Atlantic Coast at home. They're currently losing to Swanee 35-0. Bowles leading Wolfson 35-0. We'll go back to live action here. Still 12-0 over at Oakleaf in the 6A2 District Championship. Broughton will give this time to Brady Digman. Digman gets stonewalled at the 40-yard line after a minimal gain.
Number 21, Dusty Silcox.
Out. Jackson will come back in.
Solo tackle.
As you can see, Jackson's jersey discoloration is becoming more apparent as the game wears on. He has carried quite a bit tonight. Fleming Island content to run the ball between the tackles and keep the clock moving. They'll go trips. Jackson will come up in sidecar, gets the ball again, runs over left tackle, gets a burst, and he'll get enough for another Fleming Island first down. Moves the sticks, and the Golden Eagles roll on.
Angel Delgado on the tackle.
Some more shifts. So there's Jaden Smith comes off. Go 4 wide, split the formation, spread it out. So we see Gavin Boyson making his first appearance tonight, freshman wide receiver. They give it to Pachata on the other sideline, though. And he gets pushed out of bounds after a gain.
Another play by Dusty Silcox to force the runner out of bounds.
Pachata's had several key receptions tonight. He's kept the ball moving. It'll be really good to see him get into the end zone after all this work he's done. He lines up on the right side of the formation with Stevenson. Pachata and Boyson will come to the far sideline. Jackson's still in the backfield. Get a snap, drops, throws. Pachata caught, puts a foot in the ground, makes a defender miss, runs into 3 more defenders, gets tackled just shy of the 20-yard line. 21-yard line is where they'll stop him, and that's going to be enough for another Golden Eagle first down.
Boyd and a few other Broncos in on the tackle.
Under 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Fleming Island content to just drain this out. After the wild offensive shootout they had last week against Terry Parker, this is a light work type of game for their offense, considering what they did last week. Trips to the left now. Broughton trying to shift the formation around, moves Pachata to the right side. He'll be in slot next to Stevenson. Jackson comes out of the backfield. They throw it to Bernie on a bit of a tunnel screen. Trace will find another hole, scampers around, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. And they're still pushing the pile. They didn't mark him down. And he's going to get inside the 5-yard line. Trace Bernie, with a little help from his linemen, fall all the way inside the goal line. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Bernie got a little shaken up on that play, too. Comes up just a little gimpy, and that's going to do it. So we'll change sides. 12 more minutes to go. Fleming Island leading 28-6, and looking like they're getting ready to strike again. Let's see what the crowd does here. Okay, that's what I thought they'd do. It doesn't matter what sporting event you're at. It doesn't matter what league you're playing in. The first time they put on Sweet Caroline, there's always somebody in the crowd that does the same thing. At least the cheerleaders sound like they knew this was coming. Continuing our look around the North Florida area. Mandarin and Oakley still locked up at 12-0. Creekside beating up on Sandalwood 35-0. Nice is in a running clock situation against Decoy Creek. That's 41-0. Columbia beating on Clay. That's a district game for Columbia and Clay, 28-7. Ridgeview, and this score hurts to say if you're a Ridgeview fan, St. Augustine in a running clock with them, 63-7. They run a Screaming Eagle little option, and Demir Jackson trying to find his way to the end zone. He does, and it's another rushing touchdown for DJ. Worldwide automotive touchdown for the Golden Eagles. Another quick score update. Good game between Bartram Trail and Buchholz. They are tied up at 17. That game's listed in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Fleming Island has tacked on 7 more. Parker Serdeman will get an extra point here. 11:54 to go in the ball game. Serdeman has been perfect on his extra points all night. The only mark on him is he's had a rough punt in the first half. Serdeman drills this one into the scoreboard, and that is good. 35-6, Fleming Island with a commanding lead in what will likely be a district championship game for them. And a sweep.
Tonight's game is live on Sunshine State Broadcasting's
When you're
YouTube
looking
channel.
at the district
Replay
standings,
can be seen
Fleming
there or
Island going
on the
4-0 is
website.
actually a bigger deal than you'd think. This is a team that for the past 2 seasons didn't win a game in the district at all. And they were also playing in a very, very difficult district at the time. This is back when the suburban and the metro system was instituted in Florida. Now they've gone away from that and gone back to the traditional classifications, reorganized the districts. We said this from the beginning, that this was a winnable district, and Fleming Island had a really good shot. Now, I personally didn't expect them to go 4-0 in the district. I expected them to maybe 3-1. And Ponte Vedra and Beachside were going to be their stiffest competition, which some thought that the Fleming Island Ponte Vedra game was the de facto district title. That didn't quite turn out to be the case. Fleming Island, nonetheless, running on a sweep. That's going to be fielded. They did not say that crossed the goal line. And we have a return underway, and that is, I believe, Jordan Williams again.
Jordan Williams on the return.
He gets
bringing
just
it
shy
out
of the
to
20-yard line, to the 19.
line.
Middleberg will try to get something going here on offense. Time winding down. Carson Stewart has yet to find an answer to the Fleming Island defense. We said that this front seven had to play discipline, cover the pass. They've gone away from it. The run game has been the most successful for the Broncos. But with time winding down here, I would expect Stewart to start airing it out a little more. They'll give a toss play. Golden Eagles pursue that one really well, but he squirts away after a couple of yards. Don't see that little shovel pitch out too much in high school football. Nonetheless, it nets about 5. Pinkard and Grace for the Broncos have been sharing the running back duties. And I don't know, if I'm Middleburg at this point, even down this much, I want to try to make this a game. I would pick up the pace a little bit, getting my signals in. Give to Pinkard, who runs into a wall of Fleming Island defenders. The great pursuit on that one, and get another short gain on that play. Now under the 11-minute mark.
Travis Pinkard on the run for no gain on second down.
Call it no gain, third down. Fleming Island expecting run, but they do have two safeties deep. Looks like they got man coverage on the outside. Donaldson and Allen marked up. They'll give over the left side, finds a hole, but then he is tackled, grabbed immediately. Will get the first down, though. Again, another full head of steam caught by a disciplined defender.
A hard run
David Smith will grab by the waist and keep that from going any further than it did, but it does move the sticks. Middleburg in no particular hurry, really. Now under the 10-minute mark to go. Spread the formation, three wide receivers. From the pistol. Stewart will give again, this time up the middle. Still content to run up the interior, gets about a yard or so.
A gain of 2 on the first
Middleburg
down
has
run
yet to
by
throw a
Travis
pass
Pinkard.
of any length in this quarter. Haven't really done much passing since the second quarter. Clock approaching 9 minutes here. Fleming Island makes a quick adjustment. And they'll hand it off again. Trying to find a hole in this Golden Eagle defense, and so far it's not working as desired.
Jordan Grace for a gain of a couple of yards on second
Grace
down.
on that
Brings
carry.
up 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5 to go here. Under 9 minutes to play. Again, the playoff picture looks pretty bright for Middleburg. Even with a loss today, they would fall to 6-3 in the season. Do have a shot at regional tournament play. They're going to get a timeout called here.
Timeout, Middleberg.
That stops the clock at 8:35 to go. It's their first charge timeout of the half. Fleming Island also has 2 on the board as well. Another score update for you. Palatka hosting, or on the road at Keystone Heights, just down the way here. Palatka Panthers are up 20-0 right now. Fort White, who will be coming to town next week, beating up on Hilliard 34-0. Georgia score for you. Ware County beating Warner Robins 21-7. That game's at the half. And not too far from here, over in Bradford County, they're beating up on Santa Fe 32-0. Got a score update from Oakleaf. A 75-yard passing touchdown for Mandarin. The extra point was blocked. And it's now 18-0, Mandarin. Got a flag on the play. Helmets flying all over the place.
A good run on 3rd down. But there's a flag on the field. We'll see what they call.
A lot of these flags have not been going Fleming Island's way. Middleburg has been the beneficiary of a couple of these. Officiating crew has been quite busy with the laundry tonight, that's for sure. Clock stops right now at 8:27.
Holding, offense, number 60. Penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
And they're going to decline the hold there, and it'll be 4th down for Middleburg. They'll just take the yardage that they did gain. They did not get enough for the first down, of course. So we'll get it set up here, and it's going to be 4th down and about 2. Stewart will start in the pistol formation, and let's see if they attempt to go for it here or they kick it away. Likely with the down and distance, they will probably go. And very difficult to tell with the way that they run their fourth down offense. Looks like they're going for it all the way, try to get the first down, bobbled the snap, and the handoff was not clean, and the Golden Eagles will get a stop and turn it over on downs. 8:06 to go in the ball game. Golden Eagles will look to put an exclamation point on the district championship. And I imagine there will be a celebration tonight.
Our Bronco cheerleaders. Trinity Woodley,
and again, we want to thank
Clover
Athletic Director Mallory Borden over here at Middleburg High School for the hospitality. What an atmosphere this has been tonight. It's been an experience for all of us. And we do hope to come back and catch another game here with Horsepower 904. We appreciate all of that. Also want to thank Athletic Director Travis Cunningham for helping with the introductions on that and helping us get out here. We appreciate our relationship with Fleming Island, and we hope to develop a bigger one with Middleburg as time goes on. Sebastian Broughton looked like he was going to give it to Jackson. Now he's going to take it himself, and he's going to scamper out of bounds after about a 6-7 yard gain. Looks like that might have been a botched play.
For last. This is the last time these Bronco cheerleaders will get to cheer in front of you at a home game.
Second down for
Our
Fleming Island.
seniors are Kaylin Gaither, Madison
7:40 to go in the ball
Underwood,
game.
Cassie Danker, Chris Trinity Schreck,
Expect Fleming Island
Reagan
to
Roberts,
use every
Donna
last bit of the play
Avasias,
clock on this drive.
Alexis Fagler, Adeline Nalepa, and Maggie Pierce. Let's
Broughton
give them
drops
some
back,
love.
passing all the way. Good protection, trying to find a receiver. Flares it out. That is bobbled in and out of the hands of the normally short Trace Burney, and he steps onto the track for a minute.
And there is no way in this world I am going to forget Allison Baldwin.
Senior cheerleaders over at Middleburg being recognized tonight.
Love you, Allison. My bad.
I think the PA announcer just got in trouble with what we might think is his daughter on senior night. Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to put that on the internet for you, Dad. Third down. Broughton drops back to pass. Trying to find an outlet, can't do it. Being pursued by several Bronco defenders. Now he's going to try to turn upfield. Sebastian Broughton, oh my goodness. What in the world is that man on? He might have gotten the first down on that play. Actually, I think they're going to mark him short, but Sebastian Broughton was in a world of hurt. Ran about 1.5 miles and then just short of the first down. Managed to stay in bounds. Clock continues to run. Sebastian Broughton has been on one all season long. We have watched him run up and down this field, but I think that's the first time I think I've seen him run quite like that all year. Looks like the big boys are in on this one. No, they're going to spread it out. Thought we might see another screaming eagle there. Jackson in the backfield, though, and they did award him the first down, I just see. That's a bouncing ball. Flares that out. Pachata has to almost dig it out of the turf. He's trying to find a blocker, makes a man miss, crosses the 30-yard line, and he might have lost a yard on that play, and that was not looking good from the get-go as the ball bounced back to Broughton and never got a good handle on it.
Silcox.
Get the timeout here at 6:17.
Timeout for the mandatory fourth quarter water break.
We'll take the water break here. And we will take a break with him because, boy, my voice needs it right now. 6:14 to go in the ballgame. Fleming Island up 35-6. We'll be right back after this on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
Having served Clay County for 18 years, Worldwide Automotive is bringing back the neighborhood repair facility with fair and honest pricing. It's why Worldwide Automotive's motto is car repair with care. Worldwide Automotive provides old-fashioned customer-centered service in an environment that is friendly and welcoming. Servicing domestic and European cars, Worldwide Automotive is offering $25 off to anyone who mentions this ad. And that's for any service. There's no need to go to the dealer for your 30, 60, 90, or 120-mile services. They offer same-day service and will handle your requirements for oil changes, belts, tire rotations, air conditioning, brake flushes, transmission services, and tune-ups. Come by and say hi to owners Joe and Valerie and see why they say their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive is located at 2490 County Road 220. For more information, go to worldwide-automotive.com.
Back to live action here. Out of the water break there, they'll give to Jackson. Jackson finds a hole and is immediately tackled. And another helmet comes flying off on the far side. Looks like that was Pachata that got his lid knocked off. He'll have to sit out of play. So another shot for the freshman, Gavin Boyson. Oakleaf has finally gotten on the board. 2:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. A 7-yard run for touchdown. It's 18-7. Oakleaf trying to hang on and win the district. Broughton, meanwhile, rolls out, fires. That is caught. Trace Burney with the reception. Penalty flag on the play. And we'll check the call here.
Illegal block at the back. Offense, number 73. And their penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, they're down.
And that'll erase a pretty good pitch and catch there with the illegal block in the back. It's the second time Fleming Island's had a blocking foul of some sort called on Adam Myers. Brings up third down and long. .5:21 to go in the ball game. Third down and Keystone Heights to go here. Give it to Jackson. Just try to get a chunk of these yards back. He bounces out of the edge. Jameer Jackson bowls a Bronco over. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. What a powerful run by Jameer Jackson.
Broncos
authoritative.
bring
Got
down
a
the runner near the
Golden Eagle player
original
down
line
here.
of scrimmage.
We'll bring up fourth
Brings
down
up
regardless.
4th and 12.
Can't see who the injured player is just yet. He's being shielded by his own teammates. And that is number 55, Lavelle Howard, the senior. And they're assisting him off there. Looks like he was holding his knee. Doesn't appear to be terribly serious, but now it looks like they're going to get him off of that completely. And that's not a good sign this late in the season, especially when you've got a postseason run. You don't want to lose anybody, but most appropriately, it's to be said your offensive line is the most important part of your offense. You don't want to see a guy go down, especially in what is garbage time at this point. We'll bring up fourth down. See what Coach Cipoletti has the boys do here. Want to likely turnover on downs if we don't get a first down here. Clock will wind, so they'll go ahead and try to run as much clock off as they can. Trips to the left of Broughton. Now they'll empty the backfield. 5 wide now. Jackson will go into a slot. Drops back to pass, throws over the middle. Trace Burney caught, and another touchdown. And just putting on a clinic tonight, Trace Burney with his 3rd touchdown reception of the evening. Middleburg's defense standing around looking, going, where was that? He slipped through the back of the zone and caught the touchdown. Piling on the points here. Trace Burney with his 7th reception in the last 2 games. Can't emphasize that enough. Another multiple touchdown night for Trace Burney, the junior. Parker Sertiman on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Our new score with clock coming down to the wire here. And we are in that situation where the clock will run with a 35-plus point lead. Fleming Island 42, Middleburg 6. And with that said, and the clock running, you can all but chalk it up. Fleming Island will go 4-0 in District 3 and will win the district title. It's the first time in a while that they've won a district championship. It's the first time in 2 seasons they've been on the plus side of a district win tally. and it comes at the expense of a Middleburg team that has had a really good season up until they got into the teeth of their district schedule. And then the Broncos were on a 6-game winning streak. They were 6-0 for the first time since the 1980s. And then they ran into Ponte Vedra, Beachside, and Fleming Island and have dropped all 3. Sertivan sends this away, and that'll come out to the 20-yard line for a touchback with the clock running now at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Carson Stewart will bring out the offense and see if they can
couple minutes of this
salvage
game,
what they can of senior night.
The best press box crew in the game. Thank you to Coach Ashley Houston
so
for
with that
keeping our
said,
music going
we'd like to thank our producer Courtney Wallace, Aaron Belchamber on the cameras tonight up top, Caden Welton on the scoreboard. Also want to thank Garrett Binford for being out at Oakleaf tonight. He has caught a really good game. And it's going to come down to the wire, but Mandarin at the moment with the lead, and they will likely seal the 6A District 2 championship tonight. We'll, again, have highlights and some commentary on that game over the weekend on the Sunshine State Broadcasting YouTube channel. Carson will give over the right side, and regardless if he stays in bounds or not, the clock will continue to run, and Middleburg will just kind of run out the last couple of plays here and see some fresh jerseys coming on for Fleming Island. Some of the underclassmen will get a chance to get some playing time. Second down. Golden Eagle fans are in a frenzy. Eagle Band 1 will come and play postgame. So they still have some work to do tonight, but lots of celebration over on that far sideline. There will be a party tonight in Mr. Chubby's for sure. Under a minute to play here. Play fake, Stewart steps up into the pocket, runs out of pressure. Has to take it on his own now, runs into a host of defenders. We'll get a couple of yards there, and
Carson Stewart on the gain up the middle.
Brings up third down and short.
After that run, let's give some love to our big O-line. Opening holes, fighting for every yard.
30 seconds of senior night here at Middleburg. Likely to get 1, maybe 2 more plays in here, depending upon how long Middleburg will take to get the play in. I think they will have to run a play. And nope, looks like they will be ahead of the play clock here. Down to 8 seconds, and that is going to do it. The Fleming Island Golden Eagles are your Class 5A District 3 champions with a perfect 4-0 record. And they go into the senior night next week with a chance to close out the regular season and get into the playoffs. Middleburg will fall to 6-3 on the year. Their season is not done. They still have much to play for and could likely get a playoff berth as well. With that said, again, for producer Courtney Wallace, Caden Welton on the scoreboard, Aaron Belchamber on the cameras, this is BP, the voice of Friday Night Lights, and we'll leave it right here. Sunshine State Broadcasting has appreciated your viewing us tonight. We hope you'll join us again for our next broadcast. Again, reminding you, next week, Friday, November 1st, for Fort White at Fleming Island Senior Night at The Rock. So long, everyone.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Having served Clay County for 18 years, Worldwide Automotive is bringing back the neighborhood repair facility with fair and honest pricing. It's why Worldwide Automotive's motto is car repair with care. Worldwide Automotive provides old-fashioned customer-centered service in an environment that is friendly and welcoming. Servicing domestic and European cars, Worldwide Automotive is offering $25 off to anyone who mentions this ad. And that's for any service. There's no need to go to the dealer for your 30, 60, 90, or 120-mile services. They offer same-day service and will handle your requirements for oil changes, belts, tire rotations, air conditioning, brake flushes, transmission services, and tune-ups. Come by and say hi to owners Joe and Valerie and see why they say their customers are family. Worldwide Automotive is located at 2490 County Road 220. For more information, go to worldwide-automotive.com.